Good evening, Jai. So we're on, we're ready, we're working, I hope. So, good evening, all of you. I hope you're all well. It's nice to see so many people here. I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all uh, enjoying your lockdown, or at least doing the best you can. So, things with me are fine. I think I'd like to be allowed to go out. Good evening, Susanta, Victor, Mustafa. Wow, everybody's coming in now. So let me put the first question. Um, this today's class is going to be exactly the same format as we've had on other days. So let's see. Here's the first one. Good evening, Beauty. Good evening, Petia. Okay, and Nora. Good evening. So this first one, and and Razgar as well. So this product is selling like, it means it's selling really well. It's selling like, so what's this idiom? It's selling like, yeah, so I'm sure you know this one. I think at the moment masks are selling like, good evening, Helena. Okay, so this product is selling really, really well. It's selling like, what's it selling like? Hair. And Mr. Junior, hi there. 3 a.m., my God. Pancakes is really close, Beauty, but it's not pancakes. Good evening, Andy. And let's see. Okay, so, you need to make it plural. Good evening, Murray. And Yahia. So, yes, but so you need to make it into two words. It's selling like hot cakes. Make it in two words. So it's selling like hot cakes. So at the moment, I think masks are selling like hot cakes. Yeah? Good evening, Jai. So masks are selling like hot cakes and rubber gloves as well. So let's try the next one. Okay, the next one I think you know as well. Ah, no, 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 it didn't copy it for me. So let me try that again. Yes. Okay. Massimo, good to see you. Okay, so he's just a big fish in a... Okay, so he's important, but not to many people. Okay, he's just a big fish in a... Dettol is selling like hotcakes. That's really good, Sheena. Okay, hi Malesh. So, and Pobalinka, good evening. And Sam. Okay, he's just a big fish in the swimming pool. That's close. Well done, Jai. And well done, Andy Hamilton. A small pond. He's just a big fish in a small pond. That's good, Susanta. And Victor, he's just a big fish in a small pond. Mustafa, Jai, that's good. He's just a big fish in a small pond. Okay, so this is somebody who's, well, important, but just in a really small area. And very often they think they're absolutely wonderful. Good evening, George. Okay, he's just a big fish in a small pond. Maybe he thinks he's more more important, not impossible. He's more important than he really is. Yeah? I guess it might be better to be a small fish in a big pond, like most of us. Okay, this next one. He's in an impossible situation. He's caught between the devil. Well done, Montespan. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a small pond, Jai, as you said to start with. So, thank you, Massimo. That's very kind of you. Is it close to the elephant in the room? No, a big fish in a small pond is somebody who they're really important. They think they're really important, but only in a tiny, tiny little place. and the sea. Okay, Mustafa, that's good, but you need some adjectives to go with sea. He's caught between the devil. It can be a connotation about a boastful person as well, yes. Smith feels very arrogant just because he's a big fish in a small pond. That looks wonderful, Sheena. So, he's in an impossible situation. He's caught between the devil and the angel. No, 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 no. So, ooh, and San Lorenzo. Here we go. Yes. Blue. Yes. Okay. So, this one's quite difficult for you. He's caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Yeah, this is to be caught between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, either he goes to the devil or he jumps into the deep blue sea. So I think with ending lockdown, the politicians are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Everybody's hating them for keeping us locked up, but if they let us all out, then people are going to die. So they're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Well done, MG. Good evening, nice man. So, next one I think is quite easy. If something is really, really difficult to find, what do we say? Okay, this is like looking... So, if something... choiceless choice situations, that's exactly it, Nora. Okay, this is like looking for a needle. So, well done, Jai. Okay, so this is like looking for a needle. In Italy, you'll be free tomorrow, maybe. Depends where you are. If you're in Milan, I don't think so. Ooh, so Montespan in the hay. Hans got it better. In a haystack. And Susanta and Ben. Yes, and Maresh. Due to the local strong laws, the local strong laws, the harsh local laws, Sheena, the politician is caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. So, like looking for a needle, in a haystack. In a haystack. Okay, a haystack. In a haystack. Well done, Andy. Yes, MG, it's got to be in a haystack. Yeah? In the heap of grain, it would be a heap of grain. So a haystack is this huge rectangular thing made of hay. Hay is dry grass. And it's going to be really, really difficult to find a needle in a haystack. Yeah? Finding generous, honest people is like looking for a needle in a haystack. So, the next one. Okay, here comes the next one. This one says, act now. Act now. Strike. Strike. Ooh, 5 words, this one. So, you need to strike. When do you strike? Act now. Carpe diem. Don't look at it, do it. So, act now. Strike. Quick is the idea, Han. Ooh. Okay, so, haystack. It's what you find on a farm, Lavinia. It's a big part, it's what they feed to the animals. Okay, Vela, very good. While the iron is hot. Yes, and Ben as well, while the iron is hot. So a haystack is, hay is dry grass. And at the end of the year, the farmers cut, or not at the end of the year, normally in May, the farmers cut the grass and they dry it and they make it into big blocks and they stack these on one on top of the other. And they use that to feed the sheep and the cows and the different animals. So, Elena has got one here. And Han, yes. Strike while the iron is hot. Okay, strike while the iron is hot. So I think that while the iron is hot on. Okay, this means act now. It could be while or whilst. Both are valid. Strike whilst the iron is hot. I think whilst sounds more formal than while, but they're both good. Seize your moment. Yes, Mustafa. Carpe diem. Yeah? Do it now. Let me write that word, carpe diem. This is Latin. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Strike down. No. Strike is act. Yeah, I imagine you've got a piece of iron in a fire and you want to burn something with it. When the iron is hot, use it directly. Don't talk uselessly. Strike only when the iron is hot. So you take your iron out of the fire and you use it immediately. Don't let it cool down. Act in the right moment. Act in the right moment and act now. Act when you have the opportunity. Yeah, don't wait. When the situation is right, do it. And let's try the next one. Seize the day. Exactly, Vinicius. Good evening. Carpe diem is by Drazio. Not Orazio, sorry. Like make hay when the sun shines. Yeah, that would do, Malesh. Okay, there is no smoke. There is no smoke. There is no smoke. So if there's... Okay, Count Beauty, good evening. Without fire, Yehia. Yes, Beauty, Yehia, and Ben. There's no smoke. And Nora, and Vinicius, and Saif, and Montespan, and Elena, and Han. Okay, this one you guys know. Well done. There's no smoke without fire. So if there's circumstantial evidence of something, then probably there's something going on. Well done, Lavinia, and Matt, and Razgal, and Jai. Good evening again. Well done. Yes, there's no smoke without fire. Good evening, Alia. Okay, and Sheena, well done. Okay, let's try one more. This one I had for last week, but I didn't have time to do it. So, one final one, and then we'll do the story, which I get the feeling you guys like. That's it, Andy. Arnava, good evening. So, this next one. This one says, rumours can be heard on the... There's even a song with this... this one. So, good evening, Alex. Greetings from Moscow. Wow. And Hannah's got this one, and Mustafa. Yes, and Ben. Yeah? Okay, that's a good question, Ben. Is it one word or two? I think it probably can be either one or two. Not on the wall, Susanta, but on the grapevine. I heard it on the grapevine. Grapevine. I'm going to write it as one word. Yeah? Okay, there's a song, heard it on the grapevine. So the grapevine is rumours. Yeah? The grapevine is John tells Mustafa, and Mustafa tells somebody else. And the rumour spreads and it goes around and around, and that's the grapevine. The grapevine is gossip. Yeah? One person telling another. Okay, so one person telling another. Yeah, there's the grapevine. The rumour mill, if you like. Yeah, I'm going to write that phrase. The rumour mill. That would work as well. Walls have ears. Maybe we can hear rumour there too. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to change now. And we're going to try a story. Yeah, like a chain of gossip. Notice, Mustafa, gossip is uncountable. A chain of gossip that goes viral. Absolutely. So we're going to try a story now. This one, yeah, Marvin Gaye. Thank you, Han. Thank you, Han. Okay, so the wolf and the dog. I'm going to tell you a story about a wolf and a dog. And we've got 3 questions. So, the first question, what was the dog thinking? What did the wolf say? And what is the moral to the story? Okay, yeah, so what was the dog thinking? What did the wolf say? And what's the moral to the story? It's okay, it's fine. Let's see, Mustafa, it's my job to correct you. If I don't correct at least some of you, then I'm not doing my job well. So, gossip is uncountable. Okay, so the dog and the wolf. There was a dog chasing a wolf. As he was running, the dog thought with pleasure about how quickly he was able to run. The dog thought how strong he was, and he actually imagined that the wolf was running away from him, because the wolf was afraid of him. But then the wolf stopped and turned round, and said to the dog, "I am not running away from you. I'm just afraid of being caught by your master." And the moral says, do not take pride in good qualities that actually belong to someone else. A dog okay, it's not, this one's different. A dog chasing a wolf. Yeah, it could be a lion as well, but the lion one's ever so different, Carmel. Okay, so let me read it again. There was a dog chasing a wolf. As he was running, the dog thought with pleasure at how quickly he was able to run. Okay, the dog thought about his arrogance, Sheila. I would say the dog was thinking arrogantly. Because if he's thinking about his arrogance, he's considering his arrogance. And if he considered his arrogance, then he might not be so arrogant. Okay, let me go back. I got diverted. The wolf went on the defensive. So, there was a dog chasing a wolf. As he was running, the dog thought with pleasure at how quickly he was able to run. The dog thought how strong he was, and actually imagined that the wolf was running away from him, because the wolf was afraid of him. But then the wolf stopped and turned round and said to the dog, "I'm not running away from you. I'm just afraid of being caught by your master." And the moral says, do not take pride in good qualities that actually belong to someone else. So, good evening, Gribaldi. So, let's see, Beauty. The dog thought how strong was the wolf. No, the dog was thinking how strong the dog was. The wolf stopped suddenly and said, he's not afraid of the dog. Good. But its master. That's good. So initially, the dog thought that the wolf is afraid of him. Good. The dog thought that the wolf was running because the wolf was afraid of him. Ben. The dog thought he was bigger than he actually was. That's a really good phrase, Ben. The wolf put him in his place, good phrase again, by telling him the truth about his fears. Moral, do not give yourself pride. I think do not take pride as opposed to give yourself for the abilities, attributes of others. Very good. So, Montespan, the dog was bragging about his capabilities. Yes, Montespan, he was bragging to himself. So, Alia, the dog was admiring his capacity to be so fast. That'll do fine. Beauty. Do not take pride in good qualities that actually belong to someone else. That's great. Let's see Susanta. The dog was thinking he was running faster than the wolf. Yeah, I think maybe. Can we say do not ride on somebody else's coattail? I love that phrase, Yehia. Yeah, I think that's a really good phrase. Do not ride on somebody else's coattail. I love that as a moral. It's better than the one I've got. The dog is conceited and oblivious. Yeah, he is. That's good, Mustafa. And Maesh. The dog thought he was mightier than the wolf. Good, well done. Sheena, the moral of the story is nothing is permanent. Okay, that's possible. Gianluca, the wolf stopped and said to the dog that he was not running away from him, but was afraid of his master. That's good English, Gianluca. Han, the dog thought he was faster and stronger than the big bad wolf. Oh, I love big bad wolf. The wolf said that he was running from the dog's master. Don't flaunt things. Just lose the preposition. Don't flaunt things you didn't actually do. You didn't actually do yourself. That one you know, Han. Okay, Nora. The moral can be fear can be a catalyst for a plot twist. Yes, that's good. Rizgar, liberty is great regardless of the dog's vanity, Rizgar. Liberty is great regardless of the dog's vanity. Manu, the wolf said he didn't run away from the dog because he was afraid. Okay, the wolf said not he didn't run away, he wasn't running away. You need a continuous tense there, Manu. Yeah, he wasn't running away from the dog because he was afraid. Alia, wolf. So the wolf opened the dog's eyes to the truth. So Alia, the wolf opened the dog's eyes to the truth. Helena, the dog was thinking that he was quick and strong, and the wolf was afraid of him. But actually the wolf was afraid of his master. Moral, don't take pride in other people's, one person, two people, other people's qualities. That's very good English, Elena. Jai, the dog must know, don't celebrate earlier. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Sheena, nothing is ours forever. That'll do fine, Sheena. The dog was so full of himself. Ooh, I love that phrase, Anava. I keep getting your name wrong. I'm sorry. The dog was so full of himself that he ignored the inherent capability of the wolf. Wow. That sounds really good. Nora, self-deception is always short-lived. That's a good one as well, Nora. Susanta, the moral is it's better to be a dog without being dependent on others than to be a wolf and depend on others. Okay. Nguyen, the dog thought that he could do everything better than the wolf, who was humble in front of others. Yeah, it's true. Okay, nice to see you, Han. See you next week. And Manna King, I relish whenever I Swear English goes live. I just put relish sauce on my pizza. Okay, Sheena. The dog was self-centered at that moment. That's good. I like that phrase, self-centered, Sheena. The moral. Okay. Ubi mayor minor fesat. Okay, so I think this is something like he who thinks he's important is actually really unimportant. Alia, the moral of the story is not everything that might seem obvious is really that which it is, or is really what it is. Let me try that again, Alia. The moral of the story is not everything that might seem obvious is really what it is. And again, When the weak realize, present simple, that that something he should respond to, others remind them and let them know the facts of life. Let's try that again and again. When the weak realize that something when the weak realize that there is something they should respond to, others remind them and let them know the facts of life. Gianluca, moral. The dog behaves as many servants do, assuming to have more power and importance than they actually have, just because they are acting on behalf of someone powerful and important. Good evening, Spring. Good evening, Sandeep. Ooh, we're getting some of my most faithful followers here. So I need to put the story here so that you can actually read it. I need to read this for you. So, there was a dog chasing a wolf. As he was running, the dog thought with pleasure at how quickly he was able to run. So let's see, Jai's got a thing. The moral. The master must teach the dog domesticity. Must teach the dog that the dog is a domestic and the wolf is wild. So the dog wouldn't chase the wolf. You're right. There was a dog chasing a wolf. As he was running, the dog thought with pleasure at how quickly he was able to run. I'm so fast. He's being conceited. He's thinking he's wonderful. The dog thought how strong he was. I'm so strong. The wolf is weak. And he actually imagined that he was running, that the wolf was running away from him. So this wolf's running because the wolf was afraid of him. But then the wolf stopped. Yeah, then the wolf stopped. Yeah, the wolf stopped running. And he said to the dog, here's the other bit now. Yeah, okay. But then the wolf stopped and turned round and said to the dog, I am not running away from you. I'm just afraid of being caught by your master. Do not take pride in. Notice this construction here. To take pride in something. Do not take pride in. Well, I think all of you should take pride in your English because you actually understand what I'm saying, and that's not easy. Do not take pride in good qualities that actually, in reality, belong to someone else. The greater there is, the lesser ceases. Thank you, Gianluca. And again, when you feel too arrogant, you will lose your hope. That's pretty good. Blinded by his arrogance, the dog, you need a subject, Mustafa, failed to see the truth. Very, very good, Susanta. Take pride in, but to be proud of. That's very good, Susanta. Thank you very much. I think that's very useful for everyone. So you should be proud of your English, proud of, but you should take pride in your English. These prepositions are really hard in English. The dog was living in cloud cuckoo land. I love it, Helena. And Alia, moral. When you think you are going to win, be aware not to be caught by your own feeling of being superlative. Yeah, superlative. I might put superior instead of superlative, but superlative is valid, Alia. That's good English. Okay, so that's the story done. Now let's just try, a couple of minimal pairs. No, thank you, Susanta. It was a really good point. So, let's see. We need to... So, let's just try a couple of minimal pairs. Slip and sleep. Yeah? You should always take pride in your writing. That's good, Mannequin. So, to slip, when you're walking on ice, you can slip. Whoops! and fall on the ground. Whereas to sleep, yeah, to snore like me. Okay, so slip, sleep. So notice sentence 1, I don't want to slip. Sentence 2, I don't want to sleep. I don't want to slip, I don't want to sleep. So I'm going to say one of them. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. Is that 1 or 2? And I'm making this really difficult. I'm making this really difficult. So, Hawa, good. Thank you for coming anyway. So, Count Beauty says 2, Mondesan says 2, Elena says 2, Manu says 2. Slip and slide. To slip is when you lose control. Whoops! When you slide, you've got control. It looks like this one is easy for you. Yes, all of you. That's all of you. Maybe Janet. It's number 2, not number 1. So this is the correct one. Let me put a sign here. Okay, so I don't want to slip. I don't want to sleep. And I said I don't want to sleep. Number 2. Let's try another one. I thought I made that really hard. No, it's not both, Mannequin. When people are speaking, they only use one of a minimal pair. So, you can't slip here. 1. Sorry, I'm going ahead of what's actually appearing on the screen. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so 2 new sentences. You can't slip here. You can't sleep here. You can't slip here, number 1. You can't sleep here. And you can't sleep here. You can't sleep here. Is that 1 or 2? You can't sleep here. Well done again. And Nora. Yep, this requires a very fine sense of hearing. I quite agree. You can't sleep here. Is that 1 or 2? Mannequin's going for 2. And Jai's going for 2. And Beauty and Mustafa and Rizgar and Mana. So, sorry Lolly, it's 2. Helena, that's good. Manu, that's good. Sandeep, that's good. And Nora, Andy, wow. Okay, so clearly the difference for you between slip and sleep, I and E, is easy. So shit and sheet are not going to be a problem for you. Okay, I'm going to leave this pair and let's just try a couple of questions to finish up with. Oh, I didn't put the answer to this as well. Okay, so that's better. Okay, so when do the leaves fall from the trees? Just an easy question, as easy as pie. You're absolutely right, Beauty. So, when do the leaves fall from the trees? And well done again. So, when do the leaves fall from the trees? When do the leaves fall from the trees? Okay, Beauty, Montespan, Gianluca. Yes. When do the leaves fall from the trees? Well, the leaves fall from the trees in autumn. Yeah? Well done, Helena and Rizgar. So, notice you can say autumn, or the American's word is fall, in the fall. Okay, autumn, yeah? When the wind is blowing in autumn, in fall. Okay, fall's the American word and autumn's the British English word. So let's try another one then. Fall season, absolutely, Diego. When its time comes up, that's probably true, Andy. So the next one, what is a euphemism? Well done, Jai. Well done, Yehia. So, what is a euphemism? What is a euphemism? Well done, Maddie. Yeah. What is a euphemism? What is a euphemism? A euphemism. What is a euphemism? So, what's a euphemism? A euphemism. This one's quite difficult. Mercy killing, that's very good, Razgar. A polite way to say something, that's good, Beauty. Polite or not harsh, that's good, Mustafa. Oh, I love that one to span a lie. Yes, it's very definitely. And Susanta, when you speak indirectly. Okay, yes. And another word for describing something like a metaphor. Yes, but it's a very indirect way of saying something that people don't want to hear. Yeah? Is when you make a sentence not too direct. That's really good, Lolly. Yeah. Okay, guys and girls and the rest of you. Thank you very much for coming. So, a word, construct, sentence milder than not what than it actually is, meant and implied. Ooh, anuva, a polite way to describe something which could be regarded rude. That's a really good phrase. And Maddie, when you try to say something that can hurt someone, so you try to say that in a smooth way, not in a smoothie's a drink. Speaking diplomatically, Jai, you need an adverb. So, enough for today. We're going to stop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. I want you all to stay well. We will have another broadcast next week at the same time. I hope you all stay well. The example to die and pass away, or didn't make it. That's very good. Yes, Diego, it's a very English way of talking. The word maneuver. Or maneuver. Yeah. So thanks a lot. I will see you all next week. You've been a wonderful crowd as always. You're absolutely wonderful. See you next week.